From your news authority, bringing you what you need to know. This is the News Break. Now, take a break. The News14 News Break starts right now.
Thanks, Amanda. We are now joined by CBS News' Steve Hartman. Thank you for stopping by today.
You're welcome.
When did you decide you wanted to become a journalist?
I decided not as early as you did. I decided when I was in high school, because you have to pick a major in college. I was going to college and I didn't know what to pick. And I liked my journalism class in high school, so I said, I'm going to pick journalism. And I never changed my mind.
What did you want to become before a journalist then?
A stripper.
That's nice. Where was your first TV job at?
My first TV job was WTOL TV, Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, is that where you were born?
That's where I'm from, yep.
Where else in the U.S. have you worked other than Toledo and New York now?
I've worked in Minneapolis. I went from Toledo to Minneapolis and did local news there. Then I went to New York City and did local news there. And then I went to Los Angeles and did local news there before finally CBS saw the light and brought me on as part of the staff. I don't know what took them so long, but it took them years and years to find me.
When did you join CBS?
I don't remember exactly, but it's been about 15 years ago.
What did you
10 or 15 years ago.
What kind of reporting did you do when you started?
When I started, I had to cover everything. You know, fires and murders and Cabbage Patch Doll birthday parties, I remember.
Were you on the evening news?
I was on the, believe it or not, that was on the nightly news, yeah. It was on the 6 o'clock news in Toledo. And, you know, and then shortly after the Toledo job, I moved to Minneapolis, and then all I did was features. I always liked being at the end of the newscast. Mm-hmm. You know, most reporters, fight to be the first thing in the newscast. The lead, that's right. But not me. I wanted to be at the very end.
What do you like most about your job?
What do I like most about my job? I get to expense all my meals when I'm on the road. I get to meet lots of great people like you. You know, I would never be able to come and sit and get to know somebody who's got such a passion like you have if I didn't have this job. And next week I'll be doing something even crazier. You know, some kid who's been wanting to be, a doll maker his whole life or something like that. Or a stripper, yeah.
What's your most memorable report?
My most memorable?
Your most memorable.
My most memorable?
Is that a word?
No.
Say the right word.
Memorable?
Sure.
Okay. My most memorable report? Oh, that's like asking a father to pick his favorite child. It's just because I'm so attached to all of them. I used to do a thing called Everybody Has a Story, and where I used to pick people at random out of the phone book, and I would do stories on them. And I met some incredible people.
I was going to ask you about that. What was one of the craziest reports you did while you were doing that?
Well, one time we threw the dart, and the dart hit Alaska. Okay, well, we threw a dart at a map of America, and we went wherever the dart hit. And then once we were there, we flipped open the phone book, and I pointed to a name in the phone book, and I did a story on somebody at that house. And so one time we threw the dart, and it hit Alaska. And not a part of Alaska that people would normally want to visit. This was the middle of nowhere, Alaska. And we got a guy who was a massage therapist from Alaska. And nobody in Alaska really wants massages, so I don't know how he made much of a living. But he was crazy, and he was living off the land. He was eating weeds out of his yard, and a bear walked through his backyard one day, and he shot it, and that was his meal for the next week or so. So we met a lot of crazies. And some nice people, some really wonderful people, too.
Where is your favorite place to work that you worked so far?
CBS News would be by far my favorite part.
And do you like local or national better? National?
Doing the national news is much better than doing the local. I don't know how you feel. You consider yourself local? Are you local or national?
Yeah, I guess. I do the local weather and everything.
But you do national stories.
Yeah. So I think both.
You do both, yeah. Local news, there's a lot of... You don't have as much time as you do at the network. Like, I'll be able to take what we're doing here, this story, and spend, 3 days putting it together and editing out all the boring parts.
Like me writing my script.
Like you writing your script, perhaps. That could get thrown out on the cutting room floor. So that's a luxury you have at the network.
And the most important question, how's working with Katie Couric?
How's working with Katie Couric? Katie's an absolute sweetheart, just like you'd think she would be. The bigger question is, you have a crush on Katie Couric?
Yeah, I do.
You're awfully young to be having a crush on...
She's only 35 years older than me.
Yeah, that's a lot. Wow.
No. And when when I was on Fox 2, Jason Carr did a story. He's a reporter, and I emailed him and told him that I was in. He said that you were his role model, and
that I'm his role model.
yeah, because he said that even with all the murder and mayhem, you taught him that he can still be the feature reporter. He's a feature reporter at Fox in Detroit.
Oh, that's great.
And he says hi.
Oh, that's nice. Can I say hi to my wife?
Yes, you can.
Hi, sweetie. Hope everything's going good at home. Take care of our little baby. We have a baby on the way.
Oh. I saw rumors on Wikipedia.
Oh, on Wikipedia. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know who puts that in there, but anyway, I'm having a great time here in Michigan, and thanks for letting me give a shout out.
Okay, you're welcome. And I had something else, but I forgot it. What do you know what you're doing next week on the Assignment America?
No, I don't know.
How do you find your stories?
How do I find my stories? Well, a lot of times we watch News14, see what you're reporting, and then we'll copy it from there. And other times I have an assistant who will scour the local papers and look for things. And sometimes people suggest stories. They'll write it and email us. That's how we find it.
Do you usually find out like the week?
Sometimes the day before. You know, we're looking all the time. We're back to a follow-up on... we did a story on a kid who was going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, and he was just a tiny little kid, and he ended up making it. And there's some footage of him climbing the mountain, so we may do a follow-up on that story for next
How's your haircut? I saw the blind barber. Was that, how long ago was that?
The haircut?
Yeah, in Kalamazoo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Kalamazoo, yeah. What do you think of it?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah,
Did he cut your hair too?
No.
No?
Doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like it. I was just thought maybe we're in Michigan, maybe you went there. No, it looks great. Your hair looks great.
Thank you, yours too. Okay, so thank you, Steve, for joining us, and that will do it for this report. Now let's go back over to Amanda. Amanda?
Thanks for taking time to relax and take a break with the News 14 News Break. This is Peter Drew speaking for News 14 with Rodney Harris. News 14 is always on at thenews14zone.com.
And don't forget to watch CBS Evening News on Friday, My Assignment America, where you'll see everything behind the scenes of News 14.
Better be good.
It'll be good.
I'm Rodney Harris.
And I'm Steve Hartman.
Have a good day.